How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Eric and this is my garage. Now today what I'm going to be doing is changing the differential fluid and transmission fluid on my 2003 G35 with the 6-speed standard transmission. Now if you guys have been following my channel, you guys might be aware that this is my first vehicle that I've ever owned that is a standard vehicle. Now lately, over the past few months that I've been owning this G35, I've noticed that the transmission is not shifting as smooth as it should. Now what I'm gonna do today is, like I said, change out that fluid to hopefully fix that issue that I'm having. I recently ended up going to Los Angeles with my wife, and I ended up meeting up with a cool guy who gave me this flag that you guys see up here. So I want to go ahead and give a special shout out to you, Kevin. Thanks a lot. It looks dope on my wall. I also want to give a special shout out to a guy named Chris and his channel called Mumble. He recently did a giveaway and I actually won first place. So without him, this video wouldn't be possible. In front of me, I have some of the items that you're going to need to replace your transmission and differential fluid. So starting off right here on the left hand side, you're going to need a pump to help you transfer the fluid from the bottles to the transmission and differential. As far as the fluid goes, I'm going to be using around 1.5 quarts of 75W90 GL5 differential fluid. For the transmission, I'm going to be using around 3 quarts of Redline full synthetic MT90 GL4 gear oil. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get the vehicle in the garage, jack it up, and remove the old fluid out of the vehicle. Once you have your vehicle supported by jack stands, go ahead and give it a nice shake to make sure that everything is nice and secure. Once you get underneath your vehicle, go ahead and locate your transmission. Right in front of us, we're going to have the drain plug on the transmission, and right up here we have the fill plug. When you're removing the fluid on your transmission, it's always good practice to first remove the fill plug on the transmission to avoid any issues down the road. You're going to use a 10mm hex key to remove both the transmission and the differential drain and fill plugs. Sometimes these keys don't like to sit flush against the bolt head, so what I like to do is get a small hammer or a socket and just tap it into place. This is going to ensure that it's properly seated and you won't round anything up. With the help of your breaker bar, go ahead and remove the fill plug. Now you can go ahead and remove your drain plug and remove your fluid. With a catch pan ready, we're going to go ahead and remove the drain plug. We're going to go ahead and apply some pressure towards the drain plug, and we're going to go ahead and pull away at the last minute so that we don't lose our drain plug with the oil. Clean off your drain plug and put it back in. These do have a washer that you should be replacing every single time you remove the transmission fluid. I don't have any with me, so I'm not going to be doing that, but that's something that you guys should take in consideration when you guys are doing these. I'll go ahead and leave the part number to these drain plugs and fill plugs in the description so that if you guys are interested, you guys can go ahead and replace them. Now it's time to fill our transmission. We're going to go ahead and use this transfer pump. It's basically going to just connect to the gallon right here, and it's going to make it a lot easier to fill the transmission. You can find these at your auto parts store, or you can check any links in my description so that you can get them off of Amazon. finish removing the fill plug. Go ahead and install the hose that comes with the pump kit inside the transmission. You're gonna go ahead and pump about 3 quarts into the transmission, or until you see fluid coming out of the side of the fill plug.
One eternity later.
As you guys can see, we have pumped enough fluid for it to come out of the side of the fill plug. So we're gonna go ahead and stop now. We're gonna go ahead and put the fill plug back on, and we're gonna go ahead and torque it to 25 foot-pounds. That's gonna be the same thing as the drain plug. Now that we've done the transmission, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the rear and go do the differential. We're basically gonna be doing the exact same thing that we did with the transmission fluid. So we're gonna go ahead and first break the fill plug, and then we're gonna go ahead and drain the differential fluid. Now we're gonna go ahead and remove the drain plug and drain out the differential fluid. As you guys can see, the differential fluid definitely needed to be changed. Install your drain plug and go ahead and remove your fill plug. I'm just going to be putting the hose through the differential cover right here, and we're going to go ahead and pump 1.5 quarts. As you guys can see, I'm starting to get a small drip out of the differential fill plug right here. So we're going to go ahead and stop. Go ahead and install the fill plug and torque the fill plug and the drain plug to 25 foot-pounds. While changing the differential fluid, I did notice that the differential mount did not look too happy, so I am going to add this to the list of repairs that this vehicle needs. Now, I haven't seen too many videos out there showing you guys how to do this process on this particular vehicle, so I'm going to make a video on it, so stay tuned for that. This is pretty much going to wrap up the end of the video. If you guys did like what you guys saw, please give me a thumbs up. And if you guys are just stumbling upon this video and you guys liked it, consider subscribing for more videos like this. I'll see you guys all in the next video. So it's been a few days since I